Hey Leos, this is Jovan with your beginning to mid-February energy reading. If you've been watching some of the other videos, you've seen me do our main messages with the Modern Witch Art deck, and it is a female-based artwork deck, which I really like because the messages are descriptive in the artwork, or yeah, exactly that. They're descriptive as far as the artwork is concerned. They're easy for me to interpret as opposed to some of the other tarot decks. Everybody has their own unique style, but I really enjoy these. So I'm going to do our main messages with this deck. I'm going to clarify any confusing messages or anything that just seems not so clear with the everyday tarot deck, which I really enjoy because they're smaller and easier for me to handle. And then I'm going to follow all of our messages up with 2 oracle cards, which I try to get 2 pieces of advice or affirmations from spirit to help us move forward. And then we will close out. So just like with everyone else, you can see I have my incense burning, and I also have some sage burning. I sage myself, the cards, and the table. I also will be doing a quick prayer before we get started, just to make sure that there are no carryover energies unless you happen to have this sign or perhaps another sign that I've already done in your birth chart. And then the messages will start to overlap and you'll get more of like a complete storyline of what's going on with you. So let me pause one moment and pray for us, Leos. Dear God, Spirit, Angels, please send out the highest and best messages for Leo. Clear any negativity, all energy, good, bad, and indifferent, that is sent our way. Please return it all back to the sender tenfold, because that's how Leos like to do. And me too. So I do not have Leo in my chart, I don't think, at all. But it doesn't matter because I'm a fire signs too. And, we get along. So, hey y'all. Oh, you know what? Hold up. See, I did this with Libra. I was doing a whole lot of talking. Let me shush. Let me shush and do what I'm supposed to be doing. Spirit, please send the highest and best messages for Leo. Please let me know what needs to happen for them. Give us the tea. We're doing February 1st to the 15th. Or at least a message that will carry them over until then, because I will not be back until the 15th. Because Mama got some cakes to bake. So, I'm going to pull all of your cards. That works out a lot better for me as far as time. So I'll pull your main 9 and then clarify shortly after. Come on, Leos. What y'all got going on? Can you put some message for Leo? Hold on, Spirit. Someone's wrong. specific. Hold up. Woo, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Leo. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Leo, dang. Y'all on the up and up. Y'all in y'all bag. Y'all in the bag. Dang. Come on, cards. Spirit, please can I get a message for Leo? Ooh. Yes. First. Leo. Okay. Y'all gonna make me act up. Come on. Ooh, yes. Y'all is really okay. Do we want it? Hold up. It didn't flip. Hold up. Let's see. Alright. You tell me, I tell you. I am speaking to spirit right now. I'm trying to figure out which way they want me to keep that card, but it'll come to me. There. Okay, 1, 2. Snap. Oh yeah. One last card, please, spirit. Spin. One last message for Leo, please. Take it. Y'all is trying to kick out some cards, but okay, there we go. It came out. There we go. All right. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna sit this down for a second. So, if you're new to tarot, this is the cards tell a complete story. They are like playing cards, and you can actually use playing cards to do tarot. So they go in order, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So you have, to begin with, the 9 of Swords, and you're kind of, it's like you were coming out of your head. This is a card of a lot of thinking, like staying up at night, piercing thoughts, but it's in reverse, so it's like you were, my bad y'all, everything cut off, but yeah, so you were in your head a lot about some particular situation, and it seems like there was like trouble in paradise, trouble with the union, trouble at home. This is like the Four of Wands is kind of like a card of home, relationship, marriage. Not necessarily home, not home, but anyways, like a community type of appearing a stable place. You see that there's two people under this, I cannot remember the name of this thing here, but this is what people kind of stand underneath when they get married. So there's just like something going on that was keeping you up at night about something at home, something with some sort of stable situation or home-like situation, and it actually kind of escalated here. So it went from a 9 to a 10. So this is like, I don't want to say as bad as it could get, but it is kind of representative of that, like as bad as it could get. Could have been something with communication with somebody, possibly, and you see she's got a cell phone in her hand, and even the swords are indicative of, I don't want to say being stabbed in the back, but sort of like it's just like tearing you to shreds. So this really was like the end of the road for whatever was going on. And ultimately, a lot of people don't like to see this card. I have been told otherwise, like that this is probably like it's bad, but it's good because it is kind of as bad as it could get. So you can only, this is like rock bottom. So this is like, it can only get better than this. This is as worse as it could get, thank God. So it can only go up from here. And it looks like it does, actually. So this was you in the past. These were your feelings in the past. This is kind of where you're either trying to get to or you're getting to, or where you are, presently, is the 10 of Pentacles. Like I said, the order kind of goes like 1 through 10, 10 being the max. So 10 is like your bag is 10 coins up here. Like this is you balling right now with family life, with riches, with money, with coins, something in the physical. You have maximum capacity right now, which is great. Like everybody want the 10 of Pentacles, child, like for real. And everyone's here as far as family's concerned. So this is a home life, maybe, let's see, piggybacking off of having maximum home life and foundation is the 5 of Wands. So possibly you feel like there's a challenge going on with there's a challenge going on as far as creating this maximum stability. This is you or this group of people. They're kind of fussing and fighting. They're not like, this could be like an actual fight, but I don't think anybody's really trying to see you in the streets, Leo. But this could be a this could be you either fighting with other people, or other people trying to fight with you, other people trying to challenge you with something, and trying to see if they could mess with this, see if they can mess with your foundation, your grounding, your family life, your home life. But I don't foresee you allowing that to happen. Knight of Cups, it might have had you in your feelings, actually. Cups. Yeah, this was a quick, the Knight is a quick court card. So this is like very fast emotional challenges to your foundation. Let's see. I'm gonna clarify some of this. We got the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the Nine of Pentacles. So you still got your money. Your foundation is still holding, you still holding that down. You have everything you need to hold it down. And whatever was going on probably was a karmic situation for someone involved. I'm not sure if it's you or possibly another party, but the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like a this is a divine something was meant to happen the way that it happened, and it's meant for you specifically, I believe, to come out on top. This is kind of like, it's fortune, right? So this is you creating your own happiness, whatever that looks like to you. And I think somebody tried to mess it up. Somebody tried to play with you, but you ain't to be played with. That's the feeling I get. You was not to be played with, honestly, from the Leos that I know. So let's clarify some messages for you. Let's see what you was all up in your head about, my lovely, lovely Leo. Let me knock you down real quick. Spirit, can we get some clarifiers for the Nine of Swords in reverse? For Leo, Nine of Swords in reverse, please, Spirit. Nine of Swords in reverse. Can we get a Ooh, Lord. Getting excited over here. Hold on. Spirit, please, can I get message for Leo on the Nine of Swords in reverse, please? Nine of Swords in reverse, please, Spirit. Nine of Swords in reverse. Here we go with the double cards. Yeah, something was bugging you. Something was really, you got the Ten of Swords again. And the Sun is in reverse. So the Sun has a white horse and a child riding in on a white horse. So it's also the brightest card in the brightest and happiest card in the tarot. So this is like this wasn't a happy time for you. Could have involved your inner child. Maybe something struck your inner child. Triggered a feeling for you and your inner child. And things weren't looking too bright. May I have a clarifier for the Four of Wands? Thank you, Spirit. Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Four of Wands in reverse. Maybe you weren't making a move towards the 10. Are you making a move? Let's see. 4 of Wands. No, that's 4 of Pentacles. King of Wands. So you're here. Your energy's here. King of Wands is fire, right? And King of Wands is a major manifester of anything, of dreams, of desires. You have a lot of passion about keeping your home life together, holding that down. Yeah, you were trying to hold the home life down. Hold down your, if you're married, maybe hold down your marriage. Something was going on there, or your relationship, or even something that you've built, like a job or your career, or possibly an aspect of your career. And if this is maybe concerning another, maybe not, this could be family, but not like marriage family, like not like a spouse. It could be like a mom or kids or something like that. Like you really had to come through full force as yourself to stabilize your home life. Clarify for the 10 of Swords, please. Page of Wands. Yeah, you had to start over, or you had to find a new way. Excuse me. This is a young energy here. This page. The 10 of Pentacles also has, children in the card, but the Page of Wands could be that you got into it with a younger fire sign. Because you're the king, right? King is on top. King is as high as it gets. The page represents a young energy that they're learning, they don't really know what they're doing. So either somebody was trying to manifest something, I don't want to say that because that's not quite what that's saying. Just yeah, that's what I'm getting. Just you were having some troubles with a younger fire sign. If that's a relationship, maybe that person is, if it's a romantic relationship, that person is younger than you. Let's talk about the 10 of Pentacles. Shoot. Okay. Judgment in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Four Swords in reverse. Tower. A big moment happened. That was... large moment happened. And somebody... went against their better judgment. Why is that with the 10 though? Let me see. I think it caused you to not be able to rest. Any other cards for the 10 of Pentacles? Actually, let's see. Can I get a card for the Judgment in reverse? Card for Judgment in reverse for Leo, please. Spirit. Y'all, I can't do that. I don't have time to be doing all that. Judgment in reverse, one card, Spirit. One card. Kick out one. You want to give me the whole story? You see what I'm talking about? Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Judgment card. Yeah, somebody really, somebody did something that you was really trying to, or you did a lot of reflecting on a situation. I think this is kind of like a card of overcoming something, honestly. Or this little story. Because there's 5 cards up here. The spirit was really, okay, I can't even. Let me get some time to process that one. Let's talk about this 5 of Wands real quick. Because they're about to get me off. Chariot. Yeah. Okay. So you had a challenge. Something went down. You had to make a judgment call. It might not have went down the way that you expected it to. But you took some time to really think about what was happening. And it could have made you feel like lost. Or maybe in another situation you really would have been down and out. But I don't think that was this time. Somebody tried to trip you up and it didn't work this time. I feel like that's what happened. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'll be talking to myself. So anyways, yeah, somebody tried to trip you up off your shit and it didn't work. Cause you've been tending to your garden, okay? You've been nurturing yourself, your feelings, and you kind of had the skill level to pull yourself up out of that. That's what I see. That's what I'm feeling. Somebody tried to trip you up right there. Tower. So the Chariot card is actually a card of divine direction. So this is saying that possibly your higher self, your angels, or some spirits around you guided you right on through this challenge, pulled you in the right direction. Let me see. Maybe somebody had an apology for you or felt sorry about something. But this was a quick emotional situation. Can I have a card for the Knight of Cups, please? Spirit? One card for the Knight of Cups, one card for the Knight of Cups, one card for the Knight of Cups, please, Spirit. Alright. One card for the Knight. 2 of Swords. Yeah, you had a decision to make about an emotional situation. A fast decision that you had to make about a emotional situation. And I think you handled that shit like a pro. Can I get a card for the Wheel of Fortune for Leo? Spirit, please. Can I get a card for the Wheel of Fortune? Alright. Can I get a card for the Wheel of Fortune for Leo, please? Alright. Bam! That's what you did, right? That's who you are. You came through like a boss, like Leos like to do. The Emperor embodies, like, I don't want to say complete masculine energy, because it's not a gender. This is not a gender reading. This is not for, not all Leos are males, obviously. But what this is saying is that you embodied all of the skills, all of the technique and capacity that an emperor shows, like that a boss could show for the situation to play out in, I want to say, your favor. Like, you did the best thing the most experienced thing that you could do to make sure that happened for you. And something changed once you did that. So this is the death card, right? Death does represent more than just death. It's more of like, this is a Scorpio card. So I don't know if somebody else also has Scorpio in their chart, but this is a card of transformation. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's kind of letting me know, like, you made a change that required you to be about all of your qualms. Like, you had to know, you had to have life experience in order to make these transformative changes, which really turned out in your favor because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Let's see. And then moving down, can we get up on the Magician? Queen of Cups. Yep, this is you tending to you. You're manifesting I'm sorry. Sometimes I gotta hush and listen. Even though the Emperor's here, the Queen of Cups is here. You're building your emotional self. You're building up you're healing from a lot. You got all the tools that you need to heal yourself, and you're doing it. And when situations come your way, you're handling it so that, you're handling it with care, actually. And I feel like it's kind of giving you 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles results, because you're now handling your own feelings with care. Like, you're taking care of business. You're letting life happen, but you're... Can you get a card for me? One card for the Nine of Pentacles, please, Spirit. I got 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Other card, Page of Swords. Yeah, you're taking care of you. You're becoming stronger at your core. And you're not letting things like kind of knock you off balance. This person here is balancing two pentacles, which is coins. So this person is, maybe this could be work and home. This could be, these are 2 physical things, 2 aspects of things. Maybe you felt like before you were doing a lot of back and forth with something or someone, but I think now you're finding new ways to think about situations, which is really healthy. Instead of letting things get you down, really seeing things from a different perspective is very, very healthy. Very healthy. So I'm proud of you, Leo. Let's leave off with 2 messages from Spirit. Y'all got a lot going on this table. Spirit, can I get 2 messages for Leo to end us off today, please? Two messages for Leo, please, Spirit. 2 messages. Got to flip. I like to pick. Okay, so your first card is the I See Into Me card. So I think that you are having a regenerative spirit right now. You're really acknowledging your own feelings about things. She has angel wings right around her temple. She has a star right in the center of her forehead, which is where your spiritual eye is, your third eye. She has lights all around her, which kind of represents spiritual beings kind of walking with you and guiding you, protecting you. And this is just a really beautiful card of protection and divinity and love and light and peace and all of that. And then your second card is body and soul. And I don't know what flower this is. I want to say it's a lotus. There's a lily pad up here for sure. So maybe it is a lotus. And I still didn't look up what lotus was, y'all. But you can do that part. You can also look up the dragonfly. And I know it has a meaning, but I just cannot call it off right now. But you have body and mind. No, body and soul. My bad. And you have I See Into Me. So card number 8, which is... Who is 8? Oh, I think you're 8, actually, Leo. And then card number 5 Aries, Taurus. Gemini, Cancer. Leo is 5. Okay, so this is you, body and soul. Scorpio is 8. Okay. Had to count, y'all. My bad. I know this stuff, but sometimes when I do too many things at once, when I have so much information running in my head, I get it all jacked up. So I'm going to read you these 2 cards, and then we are going to end off. So I See Into Me, card number 8, is a card of intimacy, trust in another, dropping shields and rigid boundaries to allow connection, the willingness to be vulnerable. At certain precious moments, you're called into a deep and meaningful connection with the world or another person. A magical affinity arises with the kind of intimacy that in turn encourages a greater understanding of yourself. The relationship acts as a mirror, helping you see your own patterns. What it reflects about you can further your own personal evolution. Now is the time to take a risk by connecting with another. Can you see how far you've come? Can you see what is still active within you that needs to change or heal? You will discover more about who you are as you discover more about another. Even if you cannot possibly know what it's truly like to be in someone else's shoes, you can listen and learn. This is a magical gift being offered to you right now. This concept applies beyond romantic connection. What do the dynamics in your closest friendships, work relationships, and families say about you? Relationships are extraordinary opportunities for healing. When predicated on honesty and caring, they have a great impact on how you contribute to the world. Intimate relationships hold up a mirror of truth and reveal more treasures than you might ever expect. If you can look into it, take a risk, and see everything is beautiful, even in its imperfections, imagine how deep you could go. So if this was a situation that caused you to do some self-reflecting, take a deeper look than the surface level. And I feel like you have done that. But moving forward, I want you to always step into a challenge with a viewpoint of more than one perspective. Approach anything from more than one perspective, because it really will change how you deal with a situation. And personally, it's gone for the better for me when I approach things like that. Like I always try to think about someone else's perspective if it involves me. Like, okay, well, how did they see me? How did they see my reaction to what was going on? Did they see it as fair? Did they see it as this? Now, how I act with them is how I act with them. You're going to get what the hell I put up out there. But for the most part, at least give somebody the courtesy, even if they don't extend it to you, give them the courtesy of seeing things from their perspective. If you hurt them, try to see like what it is that hurt them. If because everybody's got their own story. That's the thing. Everybody's got their own way that they grew up, the way that other people raised them, the people around them, that they interact with day to day. They get treated a certain way. They treat people a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, if I take those factors into account and then look at this one particular scenario with that person, if I was them, how else could I expect them to react other than the way that they reacted? Like it's kind of like that. So anyways, let me read this other card. This is Body and Soul, number 5. And this card says, taking care of yourself, seeing yourself as a complete package, body not separate from soul, centered in your sense of self, comfortable in your body, your authentic identity, physical health, which I know is really important for Leos. Extreme self-care is called for when you receive this card. Answer truthfully. Are you taking care of yourself? Your first choice may be to care for others before meeting your own needs. Check in with yourself. Are you experiencing HALT, HALT, which stands for hunger, anger, loneliness, tiredness? Are you experiencing hunger, anger, loneliness, or tiredness? This card is a signal that it's time to take a break from your current focus and get busy taking care of you, because you are worthy of this care. What simple things require your attention so you can function optimally in your world and live your best life a day at a time? Another message that this card holds is about how you live with authenticity. Can you be at ease within yourself, you doing you, with pride and self-worth? Remember, you are a soul that manifests through a body, a spiritual being having a human experience. That means that you are here on purpose, even if there are days when you wonder about that. There is an intentionality to your being here right now. Just the way you are in this time in our collective story. You being here is important, for you are a precious being with a purpose, even if it seems elusive some days. Just know that life loves you. With that in mind, your job is to do your part to make your experience a healthy one. How you nourish your body, mind, and soul is directly related to how you experience your life. It's time to put yourself first, then everything will fall beautifully into place. body and soul. So yeah, I've actually got that message a few times over the last couple of days, and it's, well, I don't want to say it's general knowledge, but it is spiritual knowledge that the flesh, as the church says, the flesh is just the flesh. Like, you're a spirit inside of a body. When you leave this world and when you come back, you won't look like you. I'm not, I don't want to get anybody down, but you will have a new face. You might be a different skin tone. You might have different family members. You might come into the world in a completely new situation. Be born into a new situation, but ultimately you are your heart, your energy within your heart, and that energy can transfer and transcend lifetimes. So when you come back, like I said, you won't look like you won't remember too many of these experiences, but you will have spiritual memory because you are a spiritual being. Your life force is your heartbeat. The heartbeat is the lion. Like, that's what drives you. Your love, your passion drives you. So you need to get very familiar with your own heart, very familiar with your heartbeat, and figure out what makes your heart beat. Figure that part out, and everything else will be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it will be the best it can be because you know what moves you. Figure out your why. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I going to work today? Is it because I love my job? Is it because I need my job? You don't need nothing, if I'm being honest. I don't think you need anything, but figure out your why. Figure out what makes your heart beat, and take a step on that. So I love you, Leo. Love y'all so much. And I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.